Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR. My name is Mo Amir, and our featured guest today is the funniest man out of Ladner, British Columbia. He is known for his multi-layered observational comedy with a fixation on food. His debut comedy album, I Wanted to Be a Dinosaur, won the Juno Award for Best Comedy Album, and he just recorded another one for release later this year. He has a Netflix special as part of the series Comedians of the World. You've seen him on Conan. I've been a fan of this guy for 15 years, if you can believe that. He is Ivan Decker. Ivan.
Hello.
So nice to see you.
Oh my goodness, what a kind introduction. That makes it, when you boil it down like that.
You're a very impressive man.
Yeah, for about 1 minute.
2022, we're here. The world did not implode.
Yeah.
What gives you optimism in terms of what you've seen over the last 2 years?
Well, I just think like it's pretty easy. There's a lot of easy things we could do to get, you know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see Lysol get up to 100% bacteria. You know, they've been at 99.9 my whole life.
Yeah, that's not good enough for you.
It's so easy. They're so close. Mo, come on. 0.1?
They're very close.
What kind of resources do you need to get that extra 0.1?
Yeah, I see you spent a lot of time at home thinking about these things.
Yes, yeah. I've been at home. This is it's been obviously a weird time.
Yeah.
A good time if you like rules.
A lot of rules, a lot of new rules that we've never had before. Any rules that you particularly disliked?
Well, there was one that I did not follow. I don't think you did it either.
Oh, you're throwing it on me now. I don't even know what it is.
Anybody did it. It was the arrows on the floor at the grocery store. Nobody did that. They put them down there.
Yeah.
Very optimistically. But we were just like, no. Because you don't shop in one pass. Who does that? Do you own the store? Everybody, you walk by the thing you're looking for 11 times, and you're like, I gotta go back.
But we were so adherent to all the other rules, the masking, the vax pass, like everything else, we were pretty much in line aside from, a few weirdos. Dr. Henry never came out and really shamed people on that. Like, I think if she had come out and made a statement.
I would like to hear what her opinion on the arrows, because I don't think the arrows, I think a lot of storekeepers just kind of did it.
I think stores had to actually provide plans
to
have those in, yeah.
Because some of them were just
Someone had to make a plan for the arrows.
Some of the arrows were made out of masking tape, so I don't know how much planning really went into that.
Last time that we chatted, it was interesting because you had just gotten engaged. You went ring shopping. You told me about that whole experience.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to get married, but then, of course, COVID. Are you married now? Did you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Did it.
How many times did you delay it before
we delayed
actually doing it?
Just once. Because we had it planned for like summer of 2020.
Yeah.
And so, when things happened originally in March, we were like, this'll be. Because remember at the beginning, they were like, it's going to be 2 weeks. Yeah, we decided to postpone because it was only 50 allowed. That was the kind of what came down. And we were looking at our friends like, who do we cut? I'm not Thanos. I can't just snap and have half my friends disappear. So we were like, we want to have the whole thing. So we postponed to 2021.
Yeah.
But then, of course, it did not end. 2021 was even tighter. They were like, you can have 10. So then we were like, we better do it, or I'm not even going to be allowed to go. It's just going to be my wife and her mom and a photographer, and I'm on Zoom like, hey, cool dress. Yeah, so we did that, and we streamed it. We got the very old church that my wife grew up in.
Okay.
They upgraded their Wi-Fi just for us.
Wow.
And
so this was on Zoom. This was a Zoom wedding.
Well, it was YouTube. Zoom is like, I don't know why. I don't need their input. Like, they watch me. I don't know. It's like, I don't understand why people did it on Zoom. Like, so the audience could heckle you. Maybe it's just for that part where it's like, is anybody object to this?
Yeah.
And someone has to, like, use the hand raise function. Like, I haven't. Oh, no, I'm muted. Wait.
Okay. Do you still have a registry for a YouTube wedding then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we sent out a registry.
The obligations of the guest remain the same.
Yeah, it was great.
They just don't get to party.
We just sent them a link and they bought us a kettle. It was fantastic.
I love it. Now, how is newly married life during the pandemic? I imagine you're spending a lot of time at home, more time than perhaps most married couples would.
We're definitely, because even outside of married life, this is different for me because I'm normally on the road. I'm traveling all the time.
Right.
And so my wife is at home and I am also at home. And I'm not used to being at home for that amount of time.
Yeah.
And so you know, it was a little tight.
Yeah.
You know.
So she's working and you're performing in the living room, or how does this work?
Well, I have a room down the hall that I can I had like a little green screen set up and stuff. But even still, like I'm yelling my comedy. She's like on a Zoom call with like serious business. They can hear me in the background, like, I don't really like raisins. They're like, what's going on with your husband?
So going back to the registry, did you get any cool gifts despite it being a YouTube wedding?
Yeah, I mean, some people, a registry is a very difficult thing to put together. Anybody who is married knows this. You have to be very careful when you're assembling a registry because you don't want to put anything too expensive on there.
Right.
Because people will be like, who do they think they are? And you don't want to put anything too cheap on there because you're definitely getting that. So, you know, you have to really figure it out. And then there's also people who just reject the idea of a registry altogether, right? Usually an aunt. I don't know what it is about being an aunt. Makes you look at a wedding registry.
They're going off registry.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you have a registry? I'm just going to buy you a plate that's too big for any cupboard on earth. That's my gift to you. I'm going to make sure one of your kitchen cabinets is slightly...
I feel like you're speaking from personal experience here.
Yes. Yeah, but I feel like I have spoken to numerous people who've had this happen.
Okay.
Every aunt was like, you're probably going to need a big platter.
Yeah.
Now, we did get it was a very nice, you know, I like the plate, but...
Where is it now?
It's in our clothing...
Oh, really? Okay. That's the only one that fits.
Thing deep enough. And it's also like, we can't entertain right now.
No.
So we just have, we did, because my wife loves entertaining, but of course through COVID, we can't really have any parties. So now when this is over, we got so many dishes to put canapes on. I'm going to be rolling pigs in blankets for months.
And I have to ask you, obviously during COVID, tough to travel. I know you go back and forth between Canada and the US to work.
Yeah.
Honeymoon, though? Can you take a honeymoon during COVID when you just got married?
No, we were going to go to France, but that obviously did not happen. So we instead decided to go to Port Coquitlam. Was our honeymoon.
I mean, Brad West has done a really good job as the mayor there. What did you see and do in Port Coquitlam?
We went for a little walk around the river. You know, classic honeymoon stuff.
Yeah. Picnic at least, or?
No, we saw a woodpecker, though. That was
wow.
exciting.
That's fantastic.
I don't know if Brad had anything to do with that. Brad, if you're watching, thank you so much for that woodpecker that you sent.
Honeymoon of your dreams, apparently.
Yeah, it was decent. So we're still trying to put together another one. I mean, we were going to go to Hawaii this year, but Hawaii was such a hilarious thing over the past year because they were literally like, don't come here.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, we're gonna come there. And they're like, we're out of everything. We have no food. There's nothing here. Everyone's like, we're coming. And we're mad.
So last question overall, and just planning the pandemic wedding, newly married life, would you do anything differently? Do you have any advice for someone who might be in that boat?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Like, it's fine. Because the thing was, it was a small wedding, but even at the end of the night, I still felt like there were people I didn't get to talk to enough. And there was 10 people there.
Wow.
So I can't imagine, like a 150-person wedding, how do you talk to anybody? It's crazy. So I don't know. I think the advice is like, just go ahead and get it over with. Now that it's done, I feel like it was a good choice.
Okay, good.
It was interesting covering everybody's face for the most expensive photographs I've ever purchased. So that's exciting.
And you're still together. That's the most important part.
Looking through the wedding photograph book is very fun.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's what my eyebrows look like. See my wife for the first time walking down the aisle. It's just my eyebrows.
Ivan, we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks for that advice. I'm sure it'll be useful for someone who's planning a pandemic wedding.
And my blessings to everyone who's getting married.
Folks, that was Juno Award-winning Netflix comedian Ivan Decker, one of Canada's finest and funniest. If he's in your town, definitely make a night of it. Now stick around because after some business, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? Is it a great way to celebrate the love in your life? Or is it a cynical Hallmark holiday to make singles feel bad about themselves? Let's talk about it. Well, actually, the super serious debate about these super serious things is up next. I'm Mo Amir. This is VANCOLOUR.